Hello everyone, how are you? And I thought today what I would do, since I'm going to be making faux desserts, I thought I'd do kind of a little 101 in case some people want to get certain things to make some faux desserts as well. And so what I thought I'd do, since it is getting on to be Valentine's Day, I'm going to show you the stuff I'm going to be using as far as the kind of cakes and goodies I'll be making. So for what you'll need as far as your cakes and embellishments, I wanted to show you the things that I use. One of the things I use, and I did this for some of my suckers and some embellishments for my faux food, is the Crayola air dry clay. Very inexpensive. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and it was buy one. No, it wasn't Hobby Lobby. No, it was not. I take that back. It was Michael's, and it was buy one get one free. Whenever they have a deal like that, jump on it if you like making this kind of stuff, because it's well worth it. What I do, because I'm only on to my second tub now, and I bought it last year, because I did all of my Easter and all of that. If you go back to my videos, I keep it in a Ziploc, because then that keeps it doubly fresh. The second thing, and the most important thing, is good spackle. What I mean by that is I have used the Dollar Tree spackle, so I know the difference. It's okay if you're doing a very little thing, but it is not as good as like DAP or Red Devil, I think is another one. You want to get the lightweight, because the lightweight spackle is already fluffy, if you will, and it is the consistency of what a frosting would be. Again, this is if you really want to start making faux desserts, or you want to do this for gifts. So this is the most important, in my opinion. This is the most important thing to have. The other thing that I use, and I use this now more for my candies and lollipops, is the Plaster of Paris. And this also is a DAP product, but I don't know of other makers, but I'm sure there are. This get at Walmart. It's $3 something and change compared to, I think it's $7 at Lowe's. Lowe's and Home Depot are the only ones that have this that I've found, and this was $18. So like I say, this is the most expensive thing. But once you have it, depending on how much you're going to, make, it could last you a long time. Make sure you, when you're done using it, and I learned this from a mistake, make sure it is completely tight. Take a hammer and hammer all the way around it, because if you don't, it's going to dry out and it's going to become crumbly. I also did another video on that where I had to take my old food processor that I use for crafts. Obviously, you would not use it for, your food processor that you make food with. But it was a hassle. So just always keep this lid on tight. Now we know what to use as far as the mediums to use for the cakes, for the toppings, I should say, and to create them. Okay, now the other thing, if you really want to make these and make them look real, are your tips. And I keep mine in the other container that I got. Like I told you, the 2 for 1. I use this for my tips. And I use, on my cakes, this big coupler, and these tips, okay? And that's what gives me that big, fluffy, pretty piping around the cakes, okay? Now, the little ones, those are what I use, because look at the difference, you guys. Look at the difference. Huge, huge difference. But these I use for my cookies that I did for Easter. And I'm going to be making Valentine cookies, faux Valentine with salt dough. So that's what you'd want to use for your smaller cakes. Again, these are for the big paper mache ones that I've done so far. And you'll see as I go along. So, your tips. Then you need something to spread your spackle on with. Now, I have also used a regular table knife, and I keep that on its own, always, in a spoon that I stir with. But if you don't want to do that, here's a plastic knife you can use, just your regular plastic knife that you get when you go out, to a fast food place or whatever. And then these are spatulas from a bag from Hobby Lobby and a plastic spoon. So that's just your call, what you want to use as far as spreading the spackle on. The third thing is what you're going to use as your base for your cakes. Now again, this is just, I'm going through this as far as cakes go. This isn't your cupcakes, although you're going to be using this same stuff to frost your cupcakes. It's just a matter of how you want to make your cupcakes. And I have a video on that already where you use the aerosol foam sealer. And I have a video on that. And I'll put that, how I made the cupcakes, on this one so you can go back and look at it. And again, also go to the Pink Tree. She is my mentor. Everyone has a mentor. Everyone that does crafts, for the most part, has always been taught by someone, either figuratively speaking or inadvertently or whatever the case. But now with YouTube, for instance, Dawn at Pink Tree, she's the one I got all my knowledge from. And I absolutely adore her. And she's such a sweetheart, And she knows I do these on my YouTube, and she's great. She has her YouTube channel, The Pink Tree, so go, say hi to her. Tell her I sent you if you go over there, please, if you've never gone there before. So, anyway, back to what you would use. All right, this is from last year, and this is from the 99-cent store, and it's just plastic, okay? And I'm going to use that probably for my cake. Now, I have not used plastic yet with spackle. I've used metal and I've used paper mache. I don't see what the difference would be because both of these are very slick material, the metal. Speaking of the metal, I got this one from the 99-cent store, or from the Dollar Tree. This one's from, I can't remember now. I think 99-cent store. But I'm going to make a cake out of this, just metal. And I think I'm also going to frost this and make it look like a cake and leave this open and then put a picture inside of it. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, now that you have your base and you have your tips, you have to have your bags, okay? These bags are very, very inexpensive. They're not real expensive at all, but you need the right bags for the right tips if you want to do it where you don't have a hassle and you're not having it, you know, seep out of the top and all that. These small ones, these small bags go with these tips. And when you go and to your craft store, you'll see they have the different bags and it'll tell you what bag goes with what tip. This big bag, okay, this is the one that these this one, and this size go with, okay? So, like I say, if I'm going to do this, and I want it to look as realistic, I'm going to do and get what I can that you would normally use for a cake, and this is what you would use if you were decorating a regular cake that you eat. So, there's your pastry bags. Then, you also can use your cookie cutters, and these are cookie cutters that I've had for years and years. But I'm going to be doing a couple other things with these cookie cutters. But these cookie cutters, you could use your clay to make embellishments for your cakes, to put on top of your cakes. So that's something else to think about. Also, at Hobby Lobby, they just started carrying the paper mache in bulk, okay? So with a coupon, these were $2 for all of these. At the Dollar Tree, you pay $1 for one. So it pays to look around, because the Dollar Tree is great, but sometimes you can get a better deal, you know, by looking around. And again, this is definitely a value pack, and that's what it's worded, a value pack. They also have paper mache boxes that are nestled in each other, and they're sold that way now. So for $10, again, using your 50% off coupon or 40% off, you could get 3 paper mache boxes for the price of what you would pay for one. So keep that in mind. So I will be making little, kind of like a petit-four, little cake out of these to put on my hutch. So there's that. So I wanted to come on and just kind of give you the 101 on what you would need if you wanted to make faux cakes. Now again, this is for Valentine's Day. If this was for Easter, which I'll be doing that too, you could use a bunny. If they made bunny little tins or whatever, same thing. I mean, it doesn't matter which tin, or if it's just a round cake, whatever the case. This is what you would be using, okay? So I hope that helps you guys a little bit for people that want to start doing this. I just kind of wanted to bring this on as an individual video. And the next video coming up, I will be starting my faux desserts, okay? So in the mix of that, you will see me making the Valentine cakes as well. So guys, until next time, remember the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.